Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to talk about doing what God says no matter what. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't met me yet, I'm Josiah Douglas. I do this about 5 days a week. I like to open up the Bible and talk about the Word. Today we're going to be talking about Balaam and Balak. So Balak was a king over a country, and he was worried about the Israelites. The Israelites, they were traveling through the wilderness, and they were seeing that all these battles that the Israelites were fighting, they were winning, and they're, basically he was scared that the Israelites were going to come and take him and take his whole country. So what he did was he sent a bunch of people to go to talk to Balaam. Balaam was basically this apparently holy guy who could bless people and curse people, and whatever he blessed and cursed, that's what happened to him. Balak sent a bunch of people over to Balaam and said, I need you to go and curse the Israelites so that they'll be cursed and they won't be able to take over my country. So the men come to Balaam, they tell him what Balak the king wants him to do. They say that he's going to pay him a bunch of money. And then here in Numbers 22:18 it says, But Balaam answered and said to the servants of Balak, Though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the command of the Lord my God to do less or more. So I think that's pretty cool. Balaam, his first response is to say, you know what? I can only do what God tells me to do. Balaam, he wasn't an Israelite. He knew God. He knew Jehovah, and he knew that God was all powerful, and he knew that he couldn't do anything that God didn't tell him to do. And so that's what he told him. He said that he wasn't going to do anything that God didn't tell him to do, no matter how much money they paid him. They say that everybody has a price. So what's your price? What is it that somebody can give you that'll get you to not do what God tells you to do? What is it that you will do that God tells you not to do just because somebody else tells you to do it? And that's the problem. I think a lot of us do have a price, and a lot of us, that price is a lot lower than what you would imagine it to be. You may not be going up onto a mountain to curse God's people or something like that, but God tells us, there's a lot of things in the Bible that God tells us not to do, but we go and we do it anyways. Easy things like lying or gossiping, stuff like that. But we go and we do it anyways. And what's our price? Our price is pretty low because people aren't even paying us to gossip or paying us to lie, but we do it anyways. Now, I know you don't hear this a lot, but we need to be more like Balaam. Balaam, he was unwilling to do anything that God told him not to do, no matter what. And that's how you and I need to be too. We need to decide that we're going to do what God tells us to do and not do the stuff that he tells us not to do. Thank you so much for joining me for this Bible study today. I really do appreciate it. If you like it, and I'm going to be doing another one tomorrow, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we can do this every day. Thank you so much. If you did like it, hit the like button, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you tomorrow.